Season 6 rolls on, and in Zero Gravity, there are lots of fun events coming up. This weekend, aboard the Concha del Mar, if you want double...
A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home crowd. Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. We all know Anthony Edwards went first overall in 2020, and his teammate Karl Anthony Towns said, "I know what all those pressures are like. When you're the number one pick, if any other rookies do well, there's a threat to the throne. But with Edwards' confidence in his talent, you get the sense he'll be just fine." Guys?
Good point. No pressure, D.A. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Lee, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Nurkic, and it's Giddey in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, Andre Drummond is out there with Horford. Then there's Edwards. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Brooks in at the point. What do you think, Brent, happens to a team with its chemistry at this stage of the season? Teammates have spent clearly a lot of time together by this point.
Well, I think you try to find ways to still keep practice entertaining and try to find those days off and sneak in some things that are outside of what the monotony of a season might be over the course of 6 or 7 months. So continuing to be creative with a day off, maybe visits in the city to someplace the guys haven't been before, team dinners and things like that to still promote the camaraderie you want and togetherness of the team, Kevin. That becomes extremely important at this point of the year.
Clock at 2. Here's Edwards. Off target with his 3. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. So it's the Timberwolves now. And there's the pass to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Clock at 6. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here is Edwards. The Thunder making the shot. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Edwards, and again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Lee. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And the powerful one-handed slam.
No layups right there for SGA, up to the rim.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Edwards drives in. Sweet little floater. Edwards got 5 now.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Inside, here's Turk. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Edwards. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4. The Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lee, and Lee with the stuff. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games in all, starting tonight. A chance to stake out an advantage in the division.
Now here's Edwards. He had 15 points last outing. 4 on the shot clock. They get it back. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Minnesota with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. In the corner, Drummond with it. Now, here's McDaniels. Covered by Lee. High post shot. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Lee with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Chalk up 2 there. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
So it's Minnesota now. The Thunder making the shot. Brooks dishes to Edwards. Shoots over Nurkic. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Lee gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Timberwolves trailed by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get 1 to go, get back on track.
Back to Brooks. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Drummond. Puts it up from 12, and that one hits back iron.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Timberwolves trailed by 5. McDaniels passes to Horford. Lee with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And Lee with the stop.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
And here is Brooks. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Drummond. He kicks it to McDaniels. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Lee with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Pass to Drummond. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Thunder leading by 7.
And for old school sitters like Andre Drummond, the modern NBA posing some challenges, he's not quite the floor spacer.
Well, he's not, but still on the defensive end, I think, GA, if you have a guy that kind of size and that kind of athleticism against certain teams that play another compact big, he becomes a guy to clog up the lane, block shots, and still be a deterrent on the inside.
Here's Giddey. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And the pass to Horford. Fades. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Anthony's checked in for Minnesota. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Al Horford. Derek Favors checked in for Oklahoma City. Brooks outside.
Snap will back 250 or 755. There are more chickens than people in the world.
Now the Thunder with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Lee.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let him hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trailed by 11. Now here's Brooks. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And talented in so many ways, Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care. And you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
4 on the clock. Lets it fly. Oklahoma City keeps it going. A new shot clock of 14 seconds. Giddey, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Edwards kicks to Brooks. Pass to Bamba. Down low. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist from Bamba.
Works that one inside nicely.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 7-point differential. Edwards against Favors. Anthony doesn't go for him. And the Thunder going the other way now. It's Dort on the wing. Brooks covering. Lee with the ball. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Brooks. 9-point game. It's tipped. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Dort misses. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Brooks right side. Out to Edwards. Fires from deep. And Lee pulls it down.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Now here's Lee. He's got 12. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Melodon. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Brooks, and the rejection by Favors.
Oh, great defense from Favors. Has that sense for when to go for the block.
Here's Monk. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Trains the three-pointer. Edwards got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Pokusevski. Oh, and here comes Monk all alone. Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Lee. Pass to Pokusevski. Out to Lee. Over Monk. No good from Lee. Now Brooks. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now the pass to Reed. A second chance effort. Tries yet again. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Thunder lead by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anthony is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Edwards in at the 3 spot.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Bulls was huge. He finished with 57 points. But it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember.
It's hilarious.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg,
This shit self-destruct sequence.
Yeah,
Getting it T-boned by a fucking scooter.
He can carry
He's
your
like
team
sliding on the guitar.
across the line.
Frankly,
And you
I'm
want to see
surprised we had
him make
so much
sure
struck
that the
sequence.
teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
In your experience, Brent, in the front office, has it changed how you view the game in any way?
I think, Kevin, it's a great question, and I'll actually take it beyond the game and talk about the NBA as a product. I think there's so much more respect that I have, the levels to which organizations go to and through in order to put on an NBA season, from what they do in promotions and ticket sales to the lengths they go to provide the players the best opportunity to maximize their potential. So from top to bottom, sort of being behind the curtain in that way, it's allowed me to see some things on some levels that I appreciate so much more, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe, the D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
They retain possession. Favors passes to Lee. Here he goes. And Lee with the stuff.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Timberwolves trailed by 7. Pass to Monk. Here's the 3. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's off to Utah for them after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Passes to Edwards. Kicks it to Monk. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. Changes here for the Timberwolves. Bamba is checked in for Reed. Anthony comes in for Vanderbilt. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Malik Monk. Here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Edwards can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 14. To the inside. Here's Lee. Going inside, and Lee with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here is Edwards, following the score by Oklahoma City. A floater. Lee with the block. To the middle, and he banks in the layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brooks, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Edwards, goes up and lays it nice and easy. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Lee. 18 points for him. And Lee with the stuff.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. Pass to Edwards. Driving in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 21.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. And here is Lee. He's got 20. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by McDaniels.
I tell you what, they got a nice reservation for him over on the bench if he keeps this up. 4th turnover already.
The feed now to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
They recover it. Stolen by Bamba. Now here's McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Outside Edwards. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. The putback. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Stolen by Brooks. It's Edwards on the wing. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Giddey. Edwards defending. The pass to Lee. Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Pass to Lee. Bamba with the block. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Now, here's McDaniels. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He kicks it to Bamba. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Here's Giddey. Lee outside. Anthony with the block. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. 5 seconds left in the second quarter. With 1 on the clock, Anthony with the block. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And so it's Oklahoma City. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Lee out there with Nurkic. And it's Giddey in at point guard. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Nurkic.
Hey, yo, right here.
Lee passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And McDaniels with the block. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Lee with the ball. Passes it to Nurkic. And rejection by McDaniel. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Lee. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. One-on-one here. Here's Brooks. Oh, that's blocked. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brooks. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. To the paint. No good from Lee.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And finished off by McDaniel.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 11.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards can't hit. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
This one for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Lee's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here's Lee. He's got 24. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the wing right side.
Get the perimeter, get the perimeter.
For the 3. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Edwards.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
And Lee with the stuff.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
For Oklahoma City, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And one of the highlights of the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Vanderbilt comes in for McDaniels. Now here's Brooks. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Five to shoot. Pass to Vanderbilt. 3-pointer. Edwards can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 13. To the right side. Turk. Brooks covering. Right side, Lee. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Al Horford with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brooks. And Reed has it in the corner. He feeds it to Horford. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
Now here's Brooks. There's the pass to Edwards. Edwards with the stuff.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. The Thunder leading by 14. And Lee with the stuff.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
The Timberwolves have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Outside, Horford. Back to Brooks. Outside, Horford. There's the three. Favors with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Lee with the stuff.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Timberwolves trailed by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Lee. Lee with the block. Inside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points here in this quarter. Edwards looking it over. He takes it in. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 16-5 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That will be foul number 5 on him. Anthony's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Dort, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. On defense, Minnesota. Now Lee, he has 31. Dort, left side. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Edwards. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
One shot.
They get Derek Favors.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Now here's Lee. Dort misses.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's Vanderbilt. He's covered by Favors. Vanderbilt the pass to Edwards. Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Derek Favors.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Timberwolves have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Oklahoma City leading by 15. And here is Lee. And he drives in. And Lee with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Brooks finds Reed. Here's Vanderbilt, covered by Lee. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anthony. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Now here's Lee. 33 points for him. And Lee with the stuff.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Brooks outside. Here is Edwards. He's got 36. Back to Brooks. Tipped away. It's stolen by Dort. Banked in off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 19.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Get the perimeter, get the perimeter.
Brooks outside. Out to the wing. Reed the pass to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks left side. Anthony trying to get open. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Bamba's checked in. The Thunder leading by 19. Lee outside. Pass to Dort. Back to Lee. 6 to shoot. Driving the lane. Minnesota with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Brooks finds Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Fires the 3. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Back to Dort. Shoots from 12. They get it back. Lee against Edwards. And Favors has it in the corner. Here's Giddey. Misses off the right iron. Timberwolves trailed by 19. Here's Vanderbilt. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ball's knocked loose. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Lee passes to Giddey. Favors with the ball. Looking for Lee. Gets it there. Back to Favors. Passes it to Giddey. Dort with the ball. Over Edwards. Misses off the left iron.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Here's Brooks. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. The Thunder leading by 19 points. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Outside Edwards. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Thunder shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. Here's Lee, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Lee against Edwards. Second chance shot. Favors dishes to Lee. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 37 points for Jay.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Now here's McDaniels. He's guarded closely. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And so it's Oklahoma City sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And as we head into the fourth fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters.
Acceptable.
They've got Anthony. Edwards is out there with Brooks. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. It's deflected. Lee with the ball.
I see him.
Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
The Thunder leading by 21. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
3. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Reed. And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. McDaniels, he's checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for Vanderbilt. And Brooks subbed in for Drummond.
Got your help side.
Now, here's McDaniels. Edwards finds Brooks. Clock at 6. Back to Edwards. Shot from the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now, here's McDaniel. After the miss from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brett, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do, and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit, and the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
Over to the left wing. Bamba passes to McDaniels. No good with the triple.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggle continues.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
That free throw from Lee is good. And the Thunder making a switch here. Nurkic just checked in. And both free throws good for Lee. Now Brooks. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels from outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Now here's Edwards. In the corner, Horford with it. And Spurs great Tim Duncan, recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And he makes that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points just in the second half.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Outside Edwards. And the foul called on Edwards. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And 5 turnovers here. He set his team back on the offensive end.
Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Lee goes in. Good on the shot. Lee's got 47 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Timberwolves shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Now, here's Monk. Defense right on him. Off on the layup.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The pass to man. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And, well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Here's Noel. The Thunder making the shot. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 14-5 run. The drive by Lee. He can't get it to go.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For Jay.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim. But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Oklahoma City dictating the flow.
Kick it out, baby.
Into the lane. Pass to Baisley. 5 on the clock. And he lobs it up. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Bailey, Greg Anthony, and